Hey there, it's Alex from Creative Studio. Thanks so much for watching this video. Let's jump right into it. The question here is, how can you provide a website builder in a SaaS model for your clients, so that if they can't afford your full services, you're able to give them value, you're able to be that trusted advisor, and you're able to keep your brand intact by basically selling, a solution, a SaaS solution, a software to your client. Enabling them to build their own website and take and empower them, instead of saying, oh, well, you can go to Wix or Squarespace or WordPress, all these complicated things that they don't want to learn, they don't have the time for. You can go, well, we have our own builder, sir, where we can go ahead and throw you to this. It's very, very affordable, less than our normal services. We can give you some training and even do a done with you kind of consulting program where we walk your team through the process, right? In a detailed way. Now all of a sudden you're looking like, wow, you really have their best interest at heart. You guys already built this software in this kind of case. And this works especially well with kind of local businesses, smaller businesses, SMBs in general, and especially during this COVID-19 stuff. I think this is a huge, huge gap that you can fill. First, let's go through the obvious. I mean, you're not, a software developer. Maybe you are. If you are, I don't know. There's some solutions out there for you to build. But, as far as if you're not a software developer, you're just an agency owner. You are, doing, you're great at content marketing. You're great at web design. You're great at something, right? You're great at SEO, whatever it is. I assume you're not a software developer. You're not, a technical person. And if you're not, to hire a team and get them to actually build a web builder that you could, comfortably and confidently sell to your clients, would take, weeks to months of work and cost you a pretty penny up front to get that going and an initial investment in that software. So what I'm going to show you today is how to skip that step if you're not a software developer or not a programmer, and how you can still provide, a robust website builder for your clients. So first, let's talk about the SaaS model and why it's so wonderful. So in my mind, the reason why the SaaS model is so popular, in Silicon Valley and around the world now, is it's just a really great model. It basically, you're building a product, you're building a solution to a problem, you know what I mean, as in the form of a software, and then you're renting out access to that software, to that product. With a monthly or an annual fee that's basically recurring as long as they use the software, right? So it's just a really scalable, really easy, low overhead, low impact kind of service where you're able to just provide this software platform. People pay you for it, you market it, and it just becomes this like cycle where you're unlike an agency which you're currently working in. There's high overhead. You're not really scalable. You'd have to hire more people. It takes time. It takes energy and training, right? It's all this stuff. A SaaS platform, you're just getting rid of all that. Now it's just a platform that people can use themselves. You can also upsell, like I said, consultative services where you say, hey, you want to use the software, but you don't really want to spend the time, learning it. We can kind of train you and show you and work with your team to build it up, right? So there's all kinds of it opens up a whole new world of possibilities. It also opens up a whole new world of advertising potential and things like that for an agency like yours because, doing Google ads and doing Facebook ads and things like that for agency services, it does work, but the problem can be that the service is very high ticket usually, right? You're charging maybe $1,000 for a website, maybe even if it's a little lower than that, still a pretty high ticket thing. Like, wow, I just found these guys via an ad. I'm not really super confident in it. Am I really going to just throw them $1,000 or $2,000 or 5,000, but whatever it is, right? Whatever bracket you're in, on these guys, rather than start with something simpler and kind of get to know these people. So this is a good intro offer to say, hey, well, look, if you want to build it yourself, here you go. We'll enable you to build it. If you want us to help you with it, boom, instant upsell. They can see that the software works. They can attempt it themselves and then screw up and then end up going back to you, right? So you're just creating this bigger funnel where you can actually do advertising and make it profitable because you can sell the SaaS, right? It's easier to sign up. Maybe there's a free trial, et cetera, right? It's just less risk than dealing with your agency directly, like you probably do now, where you're having to kind of cold prospect and things like this. This can create kind of more of an automatic, like top of the funnel, mid of the funnel, bottom of the funnel, which is kind of somewhere in that high ticket service area, right? In that bottom. Let's jump into it a bit here and go a little deeper. So what's the solution here? You're not a programmer. You want this. This sounds great. Well, there's this aspect, and we're kind of very, very deep into it of white label. Okay, so what is white label? White label or private label basically means that you can resell another company's product, adding your logo in place of theirs, and sell it as your own, right? So it's like a very, it's just basically you don't have to invest in the upfront stuff of building the actual software. You get all the benefit of their support and their programs, their developers, and you just go ahead and resell that under your brand and say this is our product, and da 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 da, right? So it's really a great way to do it without having to invest all those upfront costs and deal with just there's so many website builders out there, right? It's just getting the system right. You'd rather rely on something that's already built and being developed. So, basically the best. So what is the best white label website building software that you can sell to your clients? Well, I'll tell you right now. It's called Samolvi. Okay, and I'll have the link below. Samolvi is a relatively new player to the game as far as website builders, but very, very impressive. And what I'd like to kind of describe them almost like a Wix or an Elementor without WordPress, kind of mixed with a ClickFunnels or whatever, what have you in that world, ConvertTree or whatever you're looking at, right? So it's a website builder and it's a funnel builder in the same app. So you're able to create one-click upsells. You're able to create an e-commerce store, a membership area. Samolvi gives your clients just unlimited access to all the things that they'd ever need for their website, and it's very easy for you to sell. It's all just kind of on a per unit basis, very simple. You upsell it, you get big discounts from them, and you're able to put your logo in there. And now Samolvi becomes your agent, my agency's brand up here, and you're selling this. So it's really wonderful. They've got a million cool features. I invite you to check out their website. Click the link below in the YouTube video here, or check out our blog post on this. And you're going to really enjoy this. It's amazing, and I think especially for kind of the WordPress crowd and the people that are kind of trying to get away from WordPress, because I think a lot of companies are kind of fed up with just the technical issues and the difficulty of use of WordPress. They want it more in their hands so that they can at least make little edits and not be like a slave to the agency, right? Which is a really great thing. And you're making a monthly fee to enable them to do that, right? Win-win for everybody. So check out Samolvi, check out our blog posts, and also check out our white label services as well. Check out all that stuff. I'm going to be able to give you an info pack and a mini course that we give away for free. They'll give you all the best tools, all the best services, just ways to scale your agency that you may not have thought of. And I encourage you to check that out. So thank you again for watching the video, and you guys have a great day ahead.